Hello and welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Happy Wednesday to you, halfway through the week. Hope you're all well and welcome back. Or welcome if it's your first time. And before I get straight into the price action, just want to remind you, if you do enjoy it, just like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. So I do this every day, and if you do that, then you'll get notifications and it'll just make your life simpler. Anyway, I appreciate you joining me for this evening's video. Let's get straight into it. Now, kind of interesting 48 hours really. I put this kind of daily range on a few days back, can't quite remember when. And yesterday it sort of looked in jeopardy for today. I'm not suggesting that it's out of jeopardy yet, but it looks like it's going to hold up for another 24 hours, which is fairly interesting. And indeed, the momentum on the daily remains up. If this had made a significant move down today, if Bitcoin had made a significant move down today, certainly below that sort of 65.5 mark, then I think that probably the daily momentum would be close to shifting to the downside too. But it's kind of still hanging on by the skin of its teeth. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens for the rest of this week. Basically halfway through the week, and halfway through the week with a hammer candle on a weekly. So, that's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Hammer candles, of course, I don't trade candles on their own, but this reflects overall buying pressure throughout the week. Just like this one, this one, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, kind of interesting. I'm going to zoom down to the 4 hour now, and you can see that the momentum that I use personally is making its way back towards the zero line. I think if the 4 hour can get back above the zero line, it may be game on for Bitcoin. Not there yet. There were a couple of 4 hour closures below the bottom of the range, but I did specifically say a daily closure. And as you can see, the line was respected almost to the T. So that's interesting. Maybe my line selection wasn't half bad, but that doesn't really matter. And you can see that everything that Bitcoin basically threw up on Tuesday, it regained mostly today. However, this 4 hour candle is nothing to sniff at. At the end of the day, this daily range holds up until it breaks. It'll either break to the downside or to the upside. Momentum on 4 hour is still down, so the intraday momentum is still likely to be to the downside, and it looks like it's going to have another try to break the bottom of the range. So who knows what will happen overnight. Just to put some more specific numbers on it, if I break out the old Fibonacci tool and just look at this whole move, you can see I would suggest that 4 hour closures and probably daily back below 67.5, but that's within the realms of 67, which I've been talking about, and that's where my line is. And then this is going to be looking like a downtrend, or even more like a downtrend. Whereas I think if Bitcoin can hold on probably for today's closure, for this daily closure, if it can hold on to 68.5, then there's a decent chance that the next move is to the upside. And then if the next move is to the upside, Bitcoin you would expect would get back up towards the top of this daily range, and then who knows, maybe it'll break it and try and attack the all-time high again. And I don't know either way. You could compare. This isn't significant. Well, it's significant enough for me to mention, but this double top here, you could say looks a bit like this double top here, and what made it. This was what people refer to as the neckline, right? So the middle section. It's basically the local low. The second, this is a failed higher high. So this is a high. This is a low. This is a failed higher high, right? And people call that the neckline. This as a formation and then a change of trend occurred in this candle. So when the price action closed below the neckline on that time frame, so it was a daily time frame, so this daily closure, and then there was more downside following that. And I would say the same for this. And the same is that's adds in to the same principle that I shared with you a few days ago, which is daily closures back below 67,000, because that would be below this neckline, and probably signify the next move on the daily time frame. And certainly the 4 hour to the downside. So, yeah, I think despite Bitcoin's significant bounce today, I think the next move is still likely to the downside. That will change, though. My opinion on that will change if momentum on the 4 hour can switch back up to above the zero line on the MACD. And that, from a price action point of view, is basically around 69.5, which it's below $1,000 below at the moment. But if Bitcoin can reclaim 69.5 on several 4 hour closures, definitely on a daily closure, then yeah, momentum is back to the upside on all the significant time frames. Until then, I think that the next trending move will likely be to the downside, because these two moves they weren't trending moves. There was just a move down and then a move back up, and then this hasn't closed yet, so you can't comment on that. But yeah, there we go. That completes my Wednesday price action analysis. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't, don't come back tomorrow, because I'll be doing it all again. Okay, take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. See you tomorrow. Adieu.